Start. Good morning, all of you. So, hope you have completed this assignment given to you yesterday.
Yes, we have.
Okay. Okay. Did you get any doubts? You're free to ask. Or was it very easy? Okay. Silence, I take it as it's easy and you were able to do it successfully. All
Yes.
right. Okay. So today we would be talking about object ID or schema ID or object key prefix. And then we'll talk about record ID. And then we would talk about applications, standard applications and custom applications. And then we would be creating one of the custom application. Okay. So object ID. So when I say object ID, it's just nothing but a unique identification number for an object. Okay. So Salesforce, provides us a set of standard objects by default as a part of Salesforce CRM. Okay. So as I said, the regular what we were talking about, accounts, contacts, opportunity. So all these are standard objects provided by Salesforce as part of Salesforce CRM. And they have their object ID. So each object will be recognized by using a unique identification number that's called the object ID, as I was saying you. So that is called object ID or schema ID or object key prefix. Okay. Why it is prefix, I'll show you. Okay. So this object key, it's a 3-character alphanumerical number, which is again case sensitive. Okay. So 3-character alphanumerical. So I can't say 3-digit. I have to say 3-character only because it's alphanumerical. We can have numbers, we can have alphabets, and this is again case sensitive. Okay, so if it is a small letter, you have to write it as small letter only. You cannot write a capital letter for a small letter because it's case sensitive. Okay, so these are like already defined object IDs. So we have the standard objects, right? So let's go with account. So accounts object ID is 001. Okay. So similarly, we will have contact. Contact object ID is 003. So similarly, we have all the objects: lead, campaign, case, solution, task, event, group, order, user. So these are all the objects, and each of them have this unique identification number. That's the object ID, it is called. So let me show you where. I hope you were able to see my screen. Guys, give me a yes, please.
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay. So you here, I just opened. I just logged into Classic Experience and I clicked on accounts. So accounts, when I click, can you see this in the URL? There is something called 001.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the object ID of account object. Similarly, we can see when you click on lead, so the lead object ID is 00Q, capital Q. And when you click on contacts, it's 003. Opportunities, it's 006. You have reports, it's 00O. You have products, solution, 501, cases, 500. So it's an alphanumerical, 01T products. Okay, so similarly, we have all the standard objects and all of them have this object ID. So what is the benefit of knowing the object ID? So we can identify like what object we are dealing with. We can identify that, and we can also access directly with the URL also. So it's like the domain name .salesforce.com/ the object ID. Okay, so that is the naming convention which is followed here. Domain name .salesforce.com/object ID. You can even directly access it. Okay, so since this is my domain name, I'll show you how it works. Domain name .salesforce.com/ we were seeing something like 01T, right? 01, let's say T. I think it's zero one T is products. Okay. Okay, so we can access them. The major benefits are like by using this, we can directly switch or jump from one object to other by placing the object ID inside the URL. Just we can change the object ID and then we can jump to some other object. So let's say I'm here and I want to move to 001, that is accounts. So it should be, see, we came to accounts. Okay. So if you put 003, we need to go to contacts. So this is how we can directly access using the URL. We can jump from one object to other. And also by using this object ID, we can recognize what kind of records it's going to have. If it is account object, we are going to have account records, right? So that is one more benefit. So apart from this, we have something called record ID as well. So Salesforce provides 18 character alphanumeric number, which is for each record inside the object. So it's called as the record ID. So this one, again, this is also case sensitive. And 18 character alphanumeric. And this is also case sensitive. Of this 18 characters, the first 3 characters shows the object ID, and the remaining 15 characters shows the record details, actual record ID. Okay. So first three three first first 3 characters, it's object ID. Remaining 15 It is record ID. And again, from the remaining 15 characters, we have a further division. So this 15 characters represents the actual record ID. And of this, in this 15, we have the last three characters in this 15, which represents the checksum. Last three chars represents the checksum, or what we call security security or transaction code, we call it. Okay. Hope you might have known something about parities. So the last three characters in this 15 digits, those are the checksum or the transaction code, and this will not be displayed on our URL. These last three digits will not be displayed on our URL for security reasons. So while accessing the record, it will represent the first 15 characters record ID inside the URL. So you cannot see the last three uh, due to security reasons. Okay. So both this 15 characters and 18 characters record IDs are case sensitive. So if there is a small letter, it's small. There is a capital letter, it's capital. So you will have to follow that naming convention. So this actually the major benefit of this object ID, record ID, we will understand when we are doing some programming. Okay. So we can directly make a record ID available in our program, and then we can modify it directly. So we can have an object ID and access the records present in that particular object. So that's the major benefit comes in programming aspect. So this is about object ID. So object ID is called schema ID also, object key prefix. So as why it is prefix? Because it is the starting of the record ID. Okay, and it's the first thing shown, which shows what kind of object it is, whether it's an account object, whether it's a contact object. So that is how. So that's the reason it's also called object key prefix, and it's a three-character new alphanumerical and case sensitive. Record ID is 18-character alphanumeric and also case sensitive, of which first three is the object ID, remaining 15 is the record ID. Of the remaining 15 characters, last three will is called the checksum or transaction code. So this won't be visible. This will not be visible because of security reasons. And both the 15 character or the 18 character record ID is case sensitive. So this is all about object ID and record ID. Uh, so the major part we can, while accessing the um, this record ID, object ID, we can directly, do some transactions, like we can edit the record, we can delete the record, we can, customize, like we can directly jump from one object to another object by making use of this record ID. So that's the major benefit when it comes to configuration. But when it comes to programming, it can be every object, every record can be uniquely identified with the object ID and record ID, which gives us a major advantage of while accessing the objects and records through programming. Okay, so this is about object ID and a record ID. So yeah. Mm, So I am in Salesforce Classic, and I hope you have created some uh, views here, which we have given as yesterday assignment. Okay. So we created an annual revenue view yesterday. When you click go, it will show all the accounts whose annual revenue is more than 1 CR. Yeah. So when it comes to Classic, so as I said, this is the major part where we would be always focusing on. Go to setup. Okay. Scroll down a little and you can see a lot of menus here. Administer and a lot of menus, and build a lot of menus, right? Deploy, monitor. So these are used for making configurations on the Salesforce CRM. So let's go to build main. This why build? Because we usually create objects, we create applications, we customize applications, that's the reason. So we can customize, we can create. So see, so we can create an application, we can create an object. So we can create all this. We can create a tab, we can create custom labels, record types, packages. So all this, yes, we can create. So when it comes to, see, these are all the different topics which we would be talking on later. That is like users, roles, permission set groups, profiles, public groups, queues. So all these are, different topics which I would be explaining it on later classes. Okay. So for now, let's go to the type of applications. So an application is nothing but it contains a set of apps. Okay. So which provides various user interfaces to manage the application or business specific data. So again, switch the screen. So here, when you see, these are all the tabs which are available, and okay, we have something called App Launcher in Classic. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
yeah, in the app launcher, so we can see what are all the applications already available. So we have sales, service, marketing. We can also, these are the standard applications which are already given by Salesforce here. We can also create an application by ourselves, which is called custom application. So today we would be doing one application. Okay. So standard applications are nothing but we, which are the applications which are already available in the Salesforce CRM, or the Salesforce has already given us these applications handy. So these are ready-made applications given by Salesforce by default, which are as a part of Salesforce CRM. Okay. So example, I showed you the sales, service, marketing. So all those applications are already available, right? So those are the standard applications. Sales, service. I would ask you to make a note of things while we are discussing in the class, and hope you all have your book and pen with you because it when you write, you will remember it for a longer time. So yeah, again,
Uh,
easy.
Dilip, is there any chance that you can provide us with it, Word or document, something like that?
Yes, I will share whatever the materials I have, but there
Yep,
would be, a few things which we explain and which we don't see it in that particular document. Okay, so those kind of things I would ask you to write down. So there would be some things
okay.
which would be easy for you. You make a note of it and you understand it easily. I would share all the materials which I have. Yeah, we will do that. That is there, but provided you also do a little of hand work yourself, that would be easy
Yeah,
for
sure,
you.
sure, sure.
Yeah, for you to remember.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that is all about the standard applications we have, and we also have something called custom applications. So custom applications, I can't tell any names which are available because it's custom. You just have to create it. Okay. So custom, the Salesforce, administrator or developer can create the custom applications based on the need by using the force.com platform. One way. Other way is we can also create using the configuration. With the help of configuration or Salesforce administration, we can also create applications. Other way. So two ways we can create. We can write a program to create an application. We can do the configuration to create an application. So other some kind of custom applications which usually we create is some banking applications or some insurance applications, healthcare applications. These were not by default available. So based on our project requirement, we will have to create the custom applications. Yeah. Here, while talking about applications, I want to talk about something called governor limits. So as we were talking, what's the difference? So Salesforce is giving all the latest releases also to the free developer account. And why should I purchase an unlimited edition? So the reason is there is this thing called governor limits. So governor limits, when I say, so I was telling you, right, in our free developer account, we can create only maximum of 10 applications. 10 applications only. Whereas in unlimited edition, we can create n number of applications, custom applications. Okay. So that's about the governor limits. The governor limits, when I say it's the limit given by Salesforce for making use of the resources, for making use of the infrastructure, for making use of the software, which is provided by Salesforce as a service on the cloud. Okay. So when it comes to our free developer account, maximum you can create only 10 applications. So if your organization goes for unlimited edition, you can create n number of applications. So that's about governor limits. So what are the applications available in our? So we saw it already, right? Go to, so in classic, go to setup and then click on the build menu. So we have this build menu here. Click on create. Okay. And then when we expand it, we find something called apps. So when we click on this apps, so we will see already available. applications, standard applications in our Salesforce CRM. So these are all the standard Salesforce applications which are already available. Okay, so this is how we can see the list of applications which are available in our CRM. So let's go ahead and create one custom application. So we would be doing this task now. So create a custom application. Create a custom application by using, so application name, you can name it anything. Can somebody give some name?
Flipkart?
Any name? Record.
Flipkart.
Flipkart, okay. So create a custom application Flipkart by using the sales, any image as the logo of it. Okay, we'll use by using logo. Okay, so this one, so how we do it, we can do Flipkart by using the logo. So again, the same procedure on our classic, we go to setup, and from setup, it's the build. Under build, we have create, and in the create, we have applications, right? So in the applications, we can view the applications. When we can view it, and here we have an option called new. Okay, so when I click on new, so it's a custom application. So we have again two types of applications in the custom, that is custom application and console application. What is console application? Yes, we will deal with it in later classes. Of course, this is of very less use. Yeah, select custom application, click on next. So as said, our application name is Flipkart application label name, and this is an ecom. Just a simple description. This is an ecom app. Click on next. Okay. See, so we thought we would be creating some logo, right? So optionally specify a logo for this custom application. To do so, choose an image file from the document library. The file size must be 20 KB. So this is one other limit given. Okay. So insert an image. So I don't have anything in my personal documents. So what I will do is I will download some image. So what I'm doing is I'm downloading an image just for, sample creation of our application. So, so before that, what we need to do in the Salesforce Classic is, so we have an object called documents. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to an object called documents. Okay. Create a new folder. This is your wish. You can create a folder or you can directly upload an image to documents. This folder is accessible by all users. That's okay. New document. Document name is Flipkart logo. I have downloaded an image from Google. Okay. So, and I put it in the documents. This is Flipkart image, just a Flipkart image. So, yeah, I stored it and you can click on save. So what this will do is our Flipkart image, which I saved it in my documents, it's uploaded to our documents object. So just make a note of it. See, document or documents object is not available in Lightning Experience. Okay. So in Lightning Experience, you can, if you want to create an application, you can directly upload it from your documents. So now what I did is from my documents, I have put it in the documents of Salesforce CRM. So from there only I can access this particular image. Okay. So any one of you, can you tell me the steps how we are creating the application? Where should we go first? Hope you're all listening.
On your left,
Yeah.
create
No question.
apps.
You are able to see my screen?
Oh, yes.
Okay. First, we need to click on setup. Okay. And then on the left, we have build menu, and under build, we have create. Okay. Create apps.
Apps.
And then here new. It's custom application. You create next. Give the name, give any unique name. Click next. So usually people will give you even this navigation as well. I don't think it is needed, but you will have to do hands-on on this particular uh, how we create an application so that you will remember it easily. So here it is asking to insert an image. So I created a folder called custom apps. See, so there is a problem now. Okay. So I didn't note it. It's, what is the problem? So the image should be only less than 20 KB, but the image which I uploaded, it is 49 KB. Okay, so that is the reason we are not able to see it in our folder which we have created. So we are not able to see it. Okay, so what I will do is I will reduce this size, or a smaller image I will take. See the properties here. So it was 49 KB. So that is the reason we were not able to see it. So what I will do is I will, since this is an example one, I would take a smaller image. Or I would compress image or make it as a smaller one. Anything will do, right? To get our size. So these are like some of the drawbacks which we have with Classic. Okay, so it had something called documents object, which is not available in Lightning experience. And we can't access directly the images from our system. So that's the drawback, right? So we need to upload any kind of document into our documents object, and then only we can see. So that is, one of the drawback, I would say.
Your screen is not visible, I guess.
Yeah, actually I'm editing the image. Just a second. Yeah, again, I would be going to the documents. I need to upload the logo. So under my custom applications, I'm creating a new document. See, so I'm using this 18 KB file where I'm allowed only 20 KB. So now this will be displayed for us. You're seeing my screen, right?
No ads.
No,
Now,
No. Yes.
So what I'm doing, you are able to understand?
Yes.
So we are just customizing the tabs on my tab bar. Okay, here I'm able to see, but we'll start it as a fresh. Go to setup, go to build, create apps, and new custom app. There is some problem. Okay. See, it's 17 KB. Okay. So it should be displayed, but in the insert, it is not showing. I'm not sure why. Okay. So we just need to insert some image there. You can try it and let me know how, if it works. If it doesn't work, I would, help you with the solution. So it should be, it depends on the application also. There is some problem with this documents objects. That's the reason it was not accepting, but you can try it. Okay. It should be less than 20 KB. Okay. So in our custom application, Flipkart, what all the um, tabs we need, we can select it. So we have campaigns, coupons. So these are like different tabs, right? Which would be, specific for our application. So we can select them, click on next, and this one gives you the visibility. Okay, these are the users available, and we can select to whom this can be visible. So I'm selecting everybody. So how how a user is created? Yeah, we have that topic. So these are the users. Okay. So next, apps. So that is it. So we have created an application. So when we go to applications, it should be there. See, this is our application, Flipkart. Actually, we missed that logo. It will be the logo will be displayed here if you were able to upload. And the tabs which were included in it, these are the tabs. So it shows. Mm, okay. So we can also see this in the app launcher. So let's go to app launcher. See, our application is listed here. So this is how we create applications in Salesforce Classic. So the steps are very clear. Go to setup and then build menu, and from there create, click on the applications link. In the applications link, it will all the applications available are displayed, and you have a button new, and you can click on that button and then create an application. You can name it, you can upload an image as a logo for it, and you can customize what all the tabs which need to be present in our application. So see, when I click this, see, I select only these tabs, right? Campaigns and coupons. So only these are available. So this is my application, uh, Flipkart application with all whatever the tabs I included, those are displayed. Okay, this is how we create an application in Salesforce Classic. Okay, yeah. Next, so the next we have, we will create an application even in Lightning Experience also, but yes, in the later classes. So for now, let me give another small theory about the objects. Again, objects also we have standard objects and custom objects. So so again, standard objects are the objects which are already given as ready-made objects, which is provided by Salesforce as a part of Salesforce CR. Example, so we were talking about all those objects already: accounts, contacts, opportunities, cases, solutions, document. So all these are standard objects which are available within Salesforce. So there can be a chance like my particular project requires a new object which is not already available as part of standard objects. So in that case, we can go ahead and create a custom object, a custom object, and we can name it based on our requirement. We can, give whatever the fields required on this object. Okay. So we can use standard objects in our Salesforce application, as well as we can use custom objects also in our Salesforce application. So these standard objects are like read only. I mean, I can't say read only. We can edit them, but we cannot delete them. Standard objects. We can edit them and we can customize them, but we cannot delete them. Whereas custom objects, we can edit them, we can delete them because these are custom. We only created these objects. So Salesforce, allows us to create our own custom objects based on the application requirement. So example of custom object, let's say HR application. When I say HR application, I have hiring manager. I have position, and I have candidate. So I wanted to create a HR application which has this object. So I can create a HR management application, HRMS, and then I would be creating this hiring manager object, position object, and candidate object. These are the objects which are present in my application called uh, HRMS. Okay. So this so we can create so like this. So how this say objects are represented in Salesforce, the custom objects, there is a specific thing how they are represented. So if I say a candidate object is created, __ C. So this is how a candidate object is denoted in Salesforce, which says clearly says candidate object is a custom object. So any object name with __ C says that that is a custom object. Okay. So yeah, this is the naming convention for custom objects. And when it comes to the governor limits, we have, you know, free developer edition and we have unlimited edition. Okay, so there is again there is a governor limits on number of objects we create in our application. Okay, so in developer edition we can create maximum of 400 objects maximum. Okay, so if you create 10 applications and each application having 40 objects, yeah, you are good. But beyond that, you will not be able to proceed. Probably you will have to delete one of the application to create a new one in the free developer edition. Whereas in unlimited edition, we can create to a maximum of 2000 objects. Yeah. So again, in unlimited edition, we can create like maximum of 2000 objects. So if you come across something like your Salesforce organization is very vast, so and you need more than 2000, yes, in that case, you can go ahead and purchase additional resources from Salesforce. You can reach out to Salesforce and then you can purchase that. So some examples of standard objects: account, contact, opportunity, campaign, case, solution, lead, campaign, everything. So if you know, whereas custom objects, yes, it depends on whatever we create. Maybe it is a position, it's a candidate, hiring manager, client, or you name it. So we were on the Flipkart application, right? So we can create something called item. So we have n number of items, item or product, or we can create this these objects within our Flipkart application, right? So these are all custom objects within our custom application Flipkart. So this way we can create standard objects. We can create custom applications. We can create custom objects. Okay. So this is all about today's class. Let us have a review. Yeah, I would also give you one assignment. This is assignment number 2. So create a okay. So this is the assignment. Create an application called Farmers Insurance by using the custom image as a logo. So we were doing the custom image, but because of that size, it was not showing. But you people try it, download some image which is less than 20 KB, upload it into documents object in classic, and then you will be able to open that image as a logo in your application in the classic. Okay, try that. If it doesn't work out, yeah, I will show you. I will show you tomorrow. Okay. So this is the assignment number 2. Create a custom application called Farmers Insurance. And in Google, you can type Farmers Insurance and you get a number of logos. Take any one of the logo, which is less than 20 KB size, or you cut it however way, because this is just an assignment, and upload it as a custom image as a logo for this. So this is the assignment for today. Okay, so in today's class, we were talking about object ID, schema ID, or object key prefix, which is a 3-character alphanumerical and case sensitive. So example for account, it is 001, contact, it is 003. Yeah, we can uniquely identify any object using the object ID. And record ID is an 18-character alphanumeric, and this is also case sensitive. In record ID, first 3 characters are the object ID, and the remaining 15, it's the record ID. And in the last 3 characters of these 15 characters is the checksum or the transaction code. So by the term checksum, you should be able to understand it's a parity calculation for that particular object. So this won't be displayed for security reasons, obviously. So both this 15 and 18 character of record IDs are case sensitive. And we talked about applications, standard applications and custom applications. Standard applications are the applications which are given ready-made by Salesforce as part of CRM. So sales, service, marketing, we saw them, right? In the app launcher. And custom applications are the applications which we can create our own. So today example, so the custom applications are like banking, insurance, healthcare, e-com. So the custom application which we created, Flipkart, it's an e-commerce application, right? So we can create a custom application. We can upload a logo for it. Yeah. So when we talk about Garner limits, in our free developer account, we can create only 10 applications, whereas in unlimited, we can create a number of applications. So we created a custom application, Flipkart, which we named as FK. And then we tried uploading a logo. Yeah. And types of objects, standard objects, custom objects. Again, the name says standard, which is already ready-made provided by Salesforce. And custom objects are the objects which we can create our own based on the project requirement. So standard objects, account, contact, lead, opportunity, case. Custom objects, position, candidate, item, product, whatever we create. So custom object is denoted with the name and followed by _C. The C indicates custom. It's a custom object. Again, coming to Garner limits, in free developer account, we can create maximum of 4,000 objects. In unlimited, we can create 2,000, maximum of 2,000 objects. And coming to the last part, so assignment, to create a custom application called Farmers Insurance, and by using custom image as a logo, download, search in Google, download the image, make sure the size of the logo is less than 20 KB. be it 15 KB, 14 KB, something like that. Upload that image into documents object first, and then first thing you have to do for this assignment is download the image, upload the image into the documents object, okay, and make sure it is visible in the documents. Okay, then you go and create the application. So in our classic, we have to go to setup and the right side build, and under build we have create, and under create we have apps link. When we click on apps link, we have all the applications displayed, and we have a button called new, and click on that and give the name of the application, insert the logo image from the documents, and then give other details and give other tabs which you want to display, and then save it. So your application will be created, and make sure you verify it from app launcher. When you go and check in the app launcher, and in the app launcher, your application should be shown with the logo. So that's the verification part. So that is the task for today. Please complete that task. And yeah, any doubts, please?
Hey
You.
Dilip, so we were having a trouble in putting a logo for it, right?
Mhm.
My question is, can't we directly take it from the computer instead of creating a document object and save image in it? Can't we directly
Yes,
take from computer?
we can take it in Lightning experience, but whereas in Classic, we cannot take it directly from our computer or any Dropbox. We cannot take. So in Lightning experience, we don't have any object called documents. Okay, so we can directly upload it from our computer. But in Classic, you have to upload it into documents object, and then only you will be able to access it. So that's the Classic is like little older one, but yeah, it is still in usage. So applications build long back, they are still using some Classic applications. Yeah. So again, most of the companies are using Lightning, and both are like handy and helpful. Yeah. So that we can do it in Lightning experience, but not in Classic. Any other
Okay,
question?
thank you. So, okay, when you're gonna like give us a document, something like that for a material. So
Yeah.
whatever you're writing, can you put it in a Word, something like that, so that whenever you update, we will get it from a
Sure,
Word
sure.
also.
Sure.
Yeah,
I can do that.
thank you, thank you.
And any other questions? Okay. All right. That is all for today. Thank you so much. Please complete your assignment and come back tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Dilip. Thank you.